South America, a place with amazing cultures and beautiful landscapes, has been trapped by a dangerous problem: drugs. The illegal drug trade, with its promise of getting rich quick, has affected every part of society, leaving a path of destruction. From busy cities to faraway villages in the Andes Mountains, the drug trade's control grows stronger, causing violence, corruption, and sadness. As people in the United States and Europe wanted more and more cocaine, the Andes region, with its perfect weather for growing coca plants, became the center of production. What started as a small business quickly became a huge industry worth billions of dollars, run by cruel gangs called cartels. Governments were no match for the cartels' money and weapons. Important parts of the government fell apart because of corruption, as officials were bribed or threatened into doing what the cartels wanted. Peaceful communities were destroyed by violence as cartels fought for control of land and drug routes. The dream of a better future for South America seemed to disappear, replaced by the sad reality of a continent controlled by the never-ending desire for drugs. Colombia, a country with green hills and exciting cities, became known for the cocaine trade. The rise of powerful cartels, like the famous Medellin cartel led by Pablo Escobar, threw the nation into a world of violence and fear. Escobar, a clever and ruthless man, went from a small-time smuggler to one of the world's most wanted criminals. The Colombian government, weakened by corruption and with fewer weapons than the cartels, found itself in a bloody war. Bombs exploded in city streets. Judges and politicians were murdered, and innocent people were caught in the middle. But Escobar's empire, built on cocaine and blood, wasn't unbeatable. In 1993, Escobar, the once untouchable kingpin, was found and killed in a shootout with Colombian police. His death, however, didn't end Colombia's drug war. New cartels appeared, wanting to take over Escobar's business, and other armed groups, fueled by drug money, continued to cause terror in the countryside. While Colombia became known for cocaine trafficking, it was Peru and Bolivia that supplied the main ingredient: coca leaves. For hundreds of years, native communities in these Andean countries had grown coca, chewing its leaves for a small energy boost. But the arrival of the cocaine trade turned this old tradition into a problem. Poor farmers, hoping to make good money, found themselves tricked and taken advantage of. They were forced to sell their crops to traffickers for very little money, stuck in a cycle of poverty. The governments of Peru and Bolivia, dealing with weak economies and few resources, struggled to control the growing coca trade. Attempts to destroy coca plantations often made things worse, angering rural communities and making them resent the government. In Peru, a rebel group called the Shining Path used the coca trade to pay for its violent activities, making the country even more unstable. The coca trade, once seen as a way to become rich, had become a trap, forcing millions into poverty and causing instability across the region. Mexico has become closely tied to the South American drug trade. Its long border with the United States, along with weak police and lots of corruption, has made the country a major pathway for cocaine and other illegal drugs. Mexican drug cartels, known for their cruelty, took advantage of this, creating complex trafficking networks across the Americas. They bribed officials, scared communities, and fought openly with the Mexican government, turning parts of the country into dangerous war zones. Tens of thousands of Mexicans have been killed in drug-related violence, their lives ended by stray bullets, cartel killings, and the brutal reality of the drug war. Journalists and activists who spoke out against the cartels were killed. Their deaths a scary reminder of the widespread fear. Despite efforts to fight the cartels, Mexico remains stuck in a seemingly never-ending conflict, paying a terrible price for its role as the sad bridge in the drug trade. The drug trade has caused huge problems for South America, leaving behind violence, corruption, and hopelessness. But even in the darkness, there are signs of hope. Governments, realizing the terrible effects of the drug trade, have increased their efforts to fight it, investing in law enforcement, making government stronger, and working together with other countries. In Colombia, the government has made real progress in breaking up the cartels, reducing violence, and encouraging peace. Peru and Bolivia have started new programs, giving farmers other ways to make money besides growing coca. Mexico, despite ongoing problems, has made improvements in fixing its police force and dealing with corruption. Fixing the main causes of the drug trade, poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity is very important. Investing in education, healthcare, and economic development is key to giving young people real choices, besides the temptation of the drug trade. The road ahead will be long and difficult, but by working together, there is hope that South America can overcome this problem and reach its full potential.